Hello again, Dorn Markowitz here from D Guitars Miami with a third installment of the Golden Lion prototype production model guitar. The reason I'm doing a third installment is because I recently changed the trem bridge that it had from the Washburn Wonder Bar that was on it to the Stetsbar that's on it now. I'm going to get to that in a moment. If you watch the first video, it tells you in detail how I originally built it in 1996, how I sold it in 98 or 99, got it back in 2010, and then the recent restoration that I did last month. So I'm not going to go into that. It tells all about how I built the guitar in general. The second video tells you about the modifications I did to the wiring regarding series parallel switch for both of the pickups, and then in and out of phase switch for the pickups as well. If you recall from the previous two videos, it originally had this bridge that I had installed when I restored this guitar. And the reason that I decided to change it to the Stetsbar is because since this is the production prototype, it didn't really make a lot of sense to have the prototype of what you would see as a production model having a bridge that is basically discontinued. You can't really find it. I mean, you can, but it's not something that's readily available. So I had to look for a good alternative to the Wonder Bar, and I searched long and hard. I debated about various different type of bridges, and I always liked the concept of the Stetsbar. I always liked the way it looked, and I had been following it since 2003, 2004 when it first came out. I had spoken with Eric Stets back then, very nice guy, and I spoke to him again recently regarding the production model that I will be starting on very soon, and agreed to give this a test drive so that way I could see, first of all, what type of angles I would need for the neck and how it performs. Let me just say that the Stetsbar really does exactly as it was designed to do. This is one of the best vibrato bridges that I've ever dealt with, and I've played them all. Okay. What's really neat about it is that the way the bar moves, the whole bridge plate itself moves laterally. Okay, so there's no big fulcrum forward. There's not a lot of spring action. You know, it has less travel than a Bigsby, and it has a wider range. When you have it in the unlocked mode, because I'll get to that in a minute, but it's got these two springs that can, these two screws on the outside that could basically lock it so that you can drop only. If you have it unlocked, you can pull up to 3 steps depending upon the string. So I have it currently locked so that it's in dive bomb only, and the reason for that is very simple. When I'm doing blues bends, I don't want the bridge to move. If I break a string, I want it to stay in tune, and it does a great job of handling tuning stability, first of all. Now, once it's properly set up, your low E, it says it'll drop a full octave. I actually get it to drop lower than an octave to the unintelligible range. I don't know what note that is. It's got incredible range to it. It's also very expressive, and it doesn't take much. I'm just doing that with my pinky. So it takes a little getting used to if you're used to working with a stiffer trem setting. The way this is designed, it's designed really to work very well in your hand. You'll notice that the plate only moves that much. I mean, the whole bridge moves that much. And it has so much incredible drop. That's what's amazing about it. I can't get enough of how well this thing works. The bar is also perfectly angled to sit in the hand just right. So you can do subtle vibratos while holding the bar while strumming. comes back every time. It comes back to zero position every time. The intonation of it is perfect. The strings simply rest right inside these notches. There's these grooved holes for them to sit in. You've got these two inner hex screws that adjust the spring tension, and these two little springs are what basically keep the whole thing together. I currently have 11s on this, and you know, that's one of the things I was the most skeptical about. These two tiny springs, can they handle heavier gauge strings? Clearly they can. You can see that it's at perfect zero position, which is where it's supposed to be. And you can use them with 9s, 10s, 11s. So the point of this is that the production model of the Golden Lion guitar will have a Stetsbar on it. What's nice is that you can get it in any color. You can get it in chrome, black, gold, or even nickel. So, plus I'm also working with him in terms of doing a combination of colors, such as chrome base plate, black bridge, that sort of thing. To give kind of a, you know, like a Brian May type of look. Black base plate with chrome bridge, chrome rocker area, chrome bar, you know. Eric is very cool that way. Okay, so you heard how it sounds clean. Let's put some distortion on. I can get over carried away with this. And let's take it up to shred-worthy distortion. Crazy stuff that you would with any other type of a Trem, even that you would with a Floyd, without going all the way down into spaghetti territory. I mean, it also increased the sustain on this guitar too, which it had great sustain before, but because of the angle of the strings from the bridge to the back, the actual overall construction of it, it's incredible. It increased the sustain. It's fantastic. I absolutely can't say enough about this. So if you're not familiar with the Stetsbar, go to stetsbar.com, STETSBAR.com. Check it out. See what you'll be getting. This entire combination, from the locking tuners on down to the bridge, is really one of the finest guitars I've ever put my hands on. I'm very proud of it, and I would be more than happy to be able to build one just like this for you. Pickup options are going to be numerous, whether you want 2 humbuckers in a single coil, 3 Minitrons like these 2 that I've got, 3 Trisonics like a souped up red special, you name it. The first one I'm going to build is going to have an interesting pickup palette to it. I'm still deciding what I'm going to use, but I will say this, it's going to be really, really cool. So, okay, until next time, if you are interested in one of these Golden Lion guitars, or if you have another project idea in mind, or if you have some sort of repair that needs to be done, such as fretwork, headstock brakes, that sort of thing, don't hesitate to give me a call at 305-896-1811. Until next time, Doran Markowitz from D Guitars Miami, thanks for watching and have a great day.